is up? What is good? Let's start tonight off Sunday Night Live with a shot. Bella, should we do a shot of sake? Can we have a shot of sake? Let's do some sake. Good evening. Tonight's live. Idaho4 and Charlie Kirk. David B says Charlie is burning. Have you guys seen this? Well, there's a lot of stuff that's going around, but check this out. If you guys
and there was a fight that broke out, and I had replied.
Okay. What's going on here? Is it still on your screen? Okay, good.
To somebody, and I said,
okay. So this is David B, one of the Davids, and he was in Boise. He's from the Idaho4 case. He was driving around on the night of the murders at 4:00 in the morning. What's interesting to me is that he raged out because people were tracking him down, wanting him to talk about, that night. And people were saying that he's the killer. Remember all that stuff? He's from the Sigma Chi house. And what's interesting is that he wants to talk out. He talks out a lot. Yeah. When it comes to the Idaho4 case, it was complete opposite. People were threatening him, bullying him, whatever. Take a listen here. Oh, come on.
The night of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I had commented on Instagram, and it was a vigil at the Capitol, and there was a fight that broke out. And I had replied to somebody, and I said, Charlie Kirk is burning right now, because I don't think he's a very good individual, or he was a very good individual. And Department of Labor fired me for my comment on the Instagram account, even though it was a private, personal account. Had no ties to the Department of Labor whatsoever. And, I'm really sad. I love.
What the? Seriously? This is from the Idaho State
job, but if they're trying to silence me by firing me, they're going to achieve the exact opposite of that.
Okay, so he got fired.
Or whatsoever. And, I'm really sad. I love that job, but if they're trying to silence me by firing me, they're going to achieve the exact opposite of that end. I woke up this morning actually to an email on my personal email just letting me know that I am no longer employed effective as of the 12th of September. That is today. And yeah, there was no information other than that in the email. No reason was listed in the email. I know that they are not required to, but there was no reason in the email. Nothing, no code of conduct, citing or anything like that. What really clued me into the fact I was about to lose my job is a friend of mine had texted me letting me know that the Idaho Freedom Foundation was tweeting about me on their official Twitter account, which I believe has somewhere around 11,000 followers. And they included screenshots of my. I won't stop for nothing. Won't be wanting, but you didn't see this.
What is up? What is this thing?
My account and my first and last name, and in the comments and in the replies to that tweet, there are a bunch of people doxing me, listing my address, listing previous locations that I've worked at, talking about what my family does, what my parents do, that kind of thing. And I'm not going to be bullied by it. I'm not going to be scared by it. This isn't the first time I've dealt with harassment online, and probably won't be the last. So I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'll continue to advocate for my First Amendment right to freedom of speech, just as Charlie was using his First Amendment right. I will continue to use mine, and people who disagree with what I said, trying to get me fired, are not going to stop me from using my First Amendment.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so he's from the Idaho4 case. He lost his job because he said that Charlie's burning or something. I have no idea, but what I'm confused about is I couldn't get him to talk about the Idaho4 case back in the day. So if he wants to exercise his First Amendment rights, he can do it right here on this platform. Also, there's a picture of, let me show you guys. So Scott Green with his, oh, here, where's that? Can I not send it? Oh, damn. Scott Green is outside in March of 2025 taking a picture with him and and other people that Scott Green got these jobs for and blah blah blah. So I want to show you guys our boy Scott Green with David and the others. So here. Okay, let's take a look at this. So again, good evening everybody. How we doing? It's a Sunday night. Let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. The world of true crime. All right. So I was like, this guy just puts himself into the most ridiculous situations, I feel like. I mean, who has this type of bad luck? Let me know where you guys are from in the comment section if you're watching the video later on replay. If you're watching it now, also throw me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, you're going to have an opinion about the video. Do something. Look at this. So, boom. Here he is, Scott Green. I think that's Scott Green. Isn't that Scott Green? President Scott Green is at the Idaho State Capitol. March 5th. What a pleasure to meet our outstanding UI McClure Center interns last week in Boise. From left to right are David Barachoa, Choa, Moa, Sophie, and Erica. David and Erica are government affairs interns, while Sophie is the McClure Center's legislative intern and reporter. Keep up the great work. Go Vandals! Go Vandals! Go Vandals. Oh my God, keep up the great work. Go Vandals. Is this real? Wow. It's real. Again, I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about, doxing and showing where you live and blah, blah, blah. But hey, he's all about First Amendment. If you're all about First Amendment, that actually clashes with everything that was going on before. But I would love to know, if you were driving around the area at 4 o'clock in the morning, which car is yours? Because now that we have the 1112 camera, okay, which car is yours? Because there is no car that is unaccounted for, according to the police. Think about it, guys. What car goes past the King Road house, aka 1112? What car is his? So where is David? You know, what car is his? Okay, the book also said he was walking, not driving. I thought he was the driver that night. You know, the book's full of shit. He was a designated driver. You know, I'm over here like, well, and if you were walking, right? If you were walking, well, where are you walking? I don't know. Just very, very odd. Right? Okay. So we'll make our way back. Also, I think it's interesting that he was part of Sigma Chi. He just doesn't come across as a Sigma Chi guy. All right. You know. But there's Green, and Green is saying that these people are representing, like, these are the people that are representing and working in interns. Okay. I don't want them working in government affairs as interns. I'm sorry. What's going on? How are people like this getting jobs? God. I wish I had his phone number. I'd call him and I would say, David, let's talk. Let's talk. Can we first talk about November 2022, and then we could talk about a couple days ago. Jess is watching TV but wanted to hop on and chat and say what is up from OKC. Yeah. How do you land getting fired, man? He's like, we got emails. I got my emails. They just told me I'm no longer employed. They don't have to give me a reason why. I'm just no longer employed. Everyone is doxing him, so it's somewhere out there, right? I think it's full of shit. Who's doxing him? I mean, what's doxing? What do people think is doxing? Let's see. I want to show you guys something else. Let's go to JLR likes to stir it up here. Man arrested riding Coral Charlie Kirk Memorial vandalized. What's wrong with people? Okay, here's JLR.
This is absolutely crazy, folks. A 19-year-old arrested after being caught vandalizing the Charlie Kirk Memorial outside Turning Point USA headquarters in Arizona today. This is 19-year-old rider Jack Corral, and he got arrested. Citizens stopped him, put in handcuffs.
Citizens arrest.
But what's even more crazy, folks, is he was wearing the exact same type of shirt Tyler Robinson used when he assassinated Charlie Kirk. This shirt here.
What shirt?
Land of the free, home of the brave. I got the footage here of him being arrested.
Okay, let's see what's going on. I got the footage here. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was a citizen's arrest. Oh my goodness.
I'll show you the footage and then we will further discuss. Check it out.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What's wrong with people? There's also a website where they're putting everyone's name who's posted insensitive comments. Idaho is right to work state. Look at, he's so happy. I've never seen somebody so happy to get arrested. The shooter was definitely wearing long sleeve.
ArizonaFamily.com reports a man was arrested after allegedly trespassing and destroying a memorial at Turning Point headquarters in Phoenix on Sunday morning. Phoenix police officers were directed to the man accused of damaging a community memorial in front of Turning Point USA's headquarters near 48th Street and Beverly Road. Police say officers were already in the area to assist with traffic control. The memorial was made by community members to remember the late conservative Charlie Kirk, co-founder of the nonprofit political organization, who was assassinated in Utah. The suspect.
Okay, what I'm looking into is I'm looking into finding out if Kash Patel was really not told about the shooter and having the photo for 12 hours. That's what's being spoke. Mac Dickel says, I cannot take him stairs after Karen Reed. Yeah. I just know that we agree to disagree on cases, and but I appreciate his his work in terms of like his hustle. But as far as like how he interprets something, yeah, no. Okay, shooter's apartment. So take a look.
Inside apartment where Tyler Robinson, the Charlie Kirk assassin, lived, along with his transgender boyfriend, Lance Twiggs. Inside look of the apartment that authorities raided in St. George, Utah. Tyler Robinson also lived with his mom and dad at a home in Washington City. But let's talk about the inside of his apartment, what it looks like. It appears multiple people have also lived there. According to reports, neighbors have witnessed many people coming in and out of the apartment. Assassin Tyler Robinson and his transgender boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, lived. It was
Is that a Bentley?
Apartment 73. You can see here, there are authorities there at the home raiding it. Search warrant 73. Number 73. Now I'm going to take you and show you, according to Zillow, what it looks like in apartment 73. And there's a couple rooms in there. Seems like could be affiliated with these two individuals. I'm going to let you show you and let you decide what's going on. But at least you get to have a look at what, you know, this townhome / apartment looks like from the inside. Number 73. Check it out. All right. This is Zillow. This is 3419. The shooter, Charlie Kirk shooter friend, Lance Twiggs, lived. It is.
Oh, who owns it? 3 beds, 2 baths. So this
3 beds, 321 pictures. Let's take a look. Unit 73. Let's take a look inside. It looks like they don't have a garage there. They have one of these little car things you put, put your vehicle under to.
One of these car things you put your vehicle. It's one of these car things you put your vehicle under. All right, I'll do the commentary. Okay, here's the inside. Well, this would have been before they moved in. Okay, guys, if you have pictures, it's because it's being posted like to buy. I mean, people don't show this to rent, and it's like decorated like this. Oh boy. Up there's the stairs. Up there's the bed. Oh, there's a bedroom. Oh, look at that mirror. Look at your muscles. Okay.
The same one with a giant TV. Bathroom. Here's a bathroom. Upstairs, it looks like. Oh, look at this closet. Now, this is interesting. I don't know whose clothing this is.
Oh, JLR, it's not any.
It's a bunch of clothing in one room. I was trying to look for the shoes that Tyler and Lance wear.
He can't
Chuck
be
Taylors
serious.
didn't see that. Maybe.
You guys know that this is not. This is the.
Or juvenile. Multiple computers here, as we heard that Tyler was a Reddit guy, Discord, and a picture of Malcolm X on the wall. Malcolm X, you know about Malcolm X, assassinated himself. So I find that interesting. Is this the actual room of Lance or Tyler? Is this their actual rooms? One of them. And then here's another one. Here's another one. It looks like another room. And this looks like clearly a type of room a juvenile, somebody in their early 20s would stay in, right? Looks like a TV here, and looks like this thing here. It looks like somebody younger would have stayed in here. So these two rooms here could have belonged, could have been the actual rooms of, and this is their furniture of Lance or Tyler, either or. Here is a laundry room here, 73. So 73. It sees something here. Let's just go down to Zillow here. Sometimes
Yeah, let's see.
it says
When was it
listing
sold?
removed, pending sale,
2020.
listing for sale.
It's
So
everything from
were they
2020.
renting here from someone? Because
Yeah, they were. Okay. 12/12/2020 listing removed. Okay. None of that stuff in that place is their shit. Okay. I didn't even have to see this portion. Anytime you have pictures in a home that already have furniture in it, okay, it's not the current tent, like it's not the current people. Why would they have pictures of their place in there? Come on, use your brains. It's how it was decorated and pictured for the people that moved in there now, currently, what they would have saw it as. But I just love it.
doesn't look like
It looks like somebody was trying to sell this though. 230 in March of 2020. Then they removed the listing. Then they listed it again. Then in now December. I mean, why wouldn't you try selling it in the summer, you idiots? Like that's the time that you want to try to sell. People are moving to like during the summer for like school and stuff. 12/2, 250, 12/4 pending sale, and then something fell through the cracks.
it has been sold anytime in a long time. Looks like the last time this thing was sold, it was in 2015. Taxes, property taxes being paid.
Wait, when was it sold?
On it, $1,100 a year. Who owns this?
$1,100 a year.
Who owns this apartment that they stayed in? This townhome? Were they renting, or was it a family member, or what? Did they just buy it, or they had it? And was it always Lance's family members? I don't know.
How do you not know that?
Let me know. Tax records might be able to determine that, but I haven't dug deeply into that. Let me know what you think, but at least you got to look inside. And I'll show you where this is on the map here. And also, neighbors said that Tyler was with his dad, right? Tyler was with his dad. His dad is
okay. It blows your mind. The night before, police vehicles descended on a townhouse complex in St. George, Utah, where local media reports Mr. Robinson had an apartment. Sherry Steele, who lives across the street from the residence, came back from an evening walk to see a large police presence in her complex. In a video she shared with the BBC, God, I thought she was going to say the BBW, the Big Black Wonderful Woman. A loud voice, which she said belonged to authorities, can be heard shouting, "Freeze! Come out now." It just kind of blows your mind. Coming up the street, and all of a sudden, there are helicopters above your house. Miss Steele said, adding she had never spoke or interacted with Mr. Robinson. Another neighbor, 18-year-old Josh Kemp, said he had seen a Mr. Robinson leaving his house on one occasion with a roommate. And I think this is the kid that says that he saw him kissing. Okay. And if you've seen his interview, which I'm going to play, I'm like, I don't believe this kid at all. Like this kid, there's no credibility behind his story, because he's like, he saw him once and he's like, yeah, they were talking. He's getting like an operation. I'm like, what? An operation? What are you talking about? An operation? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to play this interview though, because it's wild. So let's take a look. Yeah. He's like, yeah, totally. Like, just what? His interview just is, where does he, where's like the, let me put this in. Where's the one kid? Oh, here it is. It's from the Sun.
Yeah, they drove off and.
Okay, here, let's check this out.
Yeah, he was walking with him.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
The time you saw them or this week?
It was about the time I saw them. So
how long ago was that?
I would say about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
And did they? So they looked like they were a couple.
Yeah,
They
He
were.
was dressed all in black.
yeah, definitely.
And you thought he was weird.
Yeah, I definitely, yeah.
What was weird about him?
Just the way he walked and just the way I've seen him. I've never seen really anybody dressed all in black with a mask on, and I thought that was just quite
What?
For those who've never seen the roommate, describe that person for us.
Wait a second. He's like, I've never seen anybody dressed all in black with a mask on. What kind of mask? Because that's all we saw during COVID was everybody dressed whatever black, whatever they were wearing, and a mask on. Are we talking like a mask, a ski mask? Like, because, dude, I feel like I'm leaving the Idaho4 case, and now I'm hearing about people are walking this around with black masks on, and he's like, "There's just nothing to see here." It's like, what? They're going to a KKK meeting. You know, I'm kidding, but like I've been like, what do you mean he had a mask? Like, let's go back. What do you mean he's wearing all black? Everybody wears all black. I'm sorry, but that's just not weird to me. Somebody wearing all black and a black mask, I would think they're going to rob somebody. You know, the son's just like, oh, okay.
He did have freckles on his face. For the haircut, he did have, it was a weird haircut. It was kind of a mushroom shaped one. Yeah, he was, I would say he didn't come out much, but definitely a few other, like just a little bit at a time.
Wait, what? Can you say that one more time? Wait, he just came out just a little bit at a time. What does that mean? He came out a little bit at a time. He came out a little bit. He came out like the mushroom haircut is like the Jonathan Taylor Thomas haircut from 1995. Okay. He came out just a little bit at a time. I don't know what you mean by that.
Some published reports out there that this individual, the roommate, may have been transitioning. Did that correlate with what you saw?
Yeah, definitely.
Did that kind of correlate with what you saw? Yeah, definitely. I am sorry, but this is like, what is going on? Do you even know who, like?
So he was going to have an operation to be to turn into a woman.
Yeah. And I think he's getting ready for that.
So in what way do you think that?
I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. It was about 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing.
Yeah.
Where did you see them kissing?
Just coming out. I was riding with my bike, so I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, they were. I saw them.
And when did you hear them talking about a doctor's appointment?
I would say about the same time that they came out. So that one time, yeah.
Where were you standing for that?
I was just riding by here.
Okay.
So,
And you were able to hear snippets of their conversation?
yeah.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you have only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, random guys don't hold hands and definitely don't kiss.
Random guys don't. They live in. Dude, what the hell is going on? This interview is. Whoa. Again, I just can't believe this is really an interview.
Yeah, he was walking with him.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
The time you saw them or this week?
It was about the time I saw them. So
how long ago was that?
I would say about 2 weeks ago.
And did they? So they looked like they were a couple.
Yeah.
And he was dressed all in black.
Yeah, definitely.
And you thought he was.
Yeah, definitely. He was dressed all in black. Yeah, definitely. Wait, you have to let him tell you what he sees. You don't ask him. Like, just tell us what you saw.
Weird.
Yeah, I definitely, yeah.
What was weird about him?
Just the way he walked and just the way I've seen him. I've never seen really anybody dressed all in black with a mask on, and I thought that was just quite weird.
For those who've never seen the roommate, describe that person for us.
He did have freckles on his face.
He just described the roommate. Well, he had freckles on his face. Okay.
For the haircut, he did have, it was a weird haircut. I can't quite, it was kind of a mushroom shaped one. Yeah, he was, I would say he didn't come out much, but definitely a few other, like just a little bit at a time.
There's some published reports out there that this individual, the roommate, may have been transitioning. Did that correlate with what you saw?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Did that correlate with what you saw? Freckles and a mushroom haircut, and he doesn't come out much. It correlates with he's transitioning. You guys, what in the world? I cannot even believe the Sun put this out. I can't even believe it. I cannot even believe. Yeah, definitely. Total fucking flame. Total flamer. Absolutely flamer. He had freckles and totally transitioning. You want to know why? Because I heard them talk about a doctor's appointment. Wait, what? You know what? The fly even knows he's so full of shit. That's why he keeps landing on him. Okay? Flies always land on shit. Flies love shit.
Definitely.
Okay, so he was going to have an operation to be to turn into a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's getting ready for that.
Sorry, in what way do you think that?
I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. It was about 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing.
Yeah.
Do you know where did you see them kissing?
Just coming out. I was riding with my bike, so I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, they were. I saw them.
And when did you hear them talking about a doctor's appointment?
I would say about the same time that they came out. So that one time, yeah.
Where were you standing for that?
I was just riding by here.
Okay.
So
And you were able to hear snippets of their conversation?
yeah.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you have only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, random guys don't hold hands and definitely don't kiss. So I would have tried to stop him if I knew it was him, like before. I definitely do not like the fact that he was living close to me. It was covered with police tape, a ton of police cars. We had a guy sitting up on the hill with a sniper and SWAT trucks, and definitely a few helicopters and a drone as well.
What was going through your mind when you stepped
I
in and
was
saw
like,
that?
I was like, what is going on? And I asked the police officer, I'm like, did a killing happen here? They're like, I can't tell you. And so I called my grandma, found out that the guy that shot Kirk lived right close to me. So for Charlie Kirk, I knew him over the years. Like, I didn't know him personally, but I've watched his videos before.
Dude, these kids need to work on their vocabulary skills and their comprehension skills. Dude, I knew Charlie Kirk. I mean, I didn't really know him. I watched his videos. I knew him. Like, how would that even come out of your mouth, that sentence? I have no idea what the hell is going on here. Okay. But this is absolutely ridiculous. This interview does not prove a damn thing. And I think it's absolutely just ridiculous. But I think, yeah, put it out there just to show how ridiculous it is. Because, wow. So let me get this straight. You don't think that your neighbors are straight because you saw them one time on one occasion come out a little bit, get into the Dodge, I don't know, Bentley. And prior to that, while you were just pedaling around the neighborhood in your bike, you pedaled on past and heard them talk about a doctor's appointment. And that meant that he has freckles and a mushroom haircut. He's totally weird. walks weird, and I mean, what random people kiss. He's totally transitioning, and yeah. Wow. I can only imagine what my, if he was my neighbor, what he would think that I do over at my house. That girl, I'll tell you what. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is eyewitnesses though, man. I cannot believe that he, oh yeah, totally. And then the one lady was like, and you heard this conversation when you were what? Yeah, riding my bike. Nah, I had to play it because I think it's funny. Consider the source. This is the sun. Yeah, I just think it's, how can one conclude from what he's saying that he witnessed, his conclusions? Remember when we had to like read books in 4th grade and you'd have to, you know, what's the, you know, the main idea? What are the supporting sentences? What's the, wow. These kids just, I don't think he'd pass that test. Because I would think, oh, wow, somebody's dressed in all black in a black mask, and he walks outside to show you, his neighbor, that he's dressed like that with a black mask. And I'd been like, when was he dressed like that? Like he's going to go rob something? Isn't that the first thing that you would think of? Is that this person's, I mean, now if it was 40 degrees outside, or if it was like negative 20 degrees, okay. If he's loading his car with skis and he's going skiing, you know, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I just had to play it. I had to play it because, yes, Mary P, he gets an F in our class, okay? He's wearing a black mask and he's kissing his lover that has a mushroom haircut, freckles, and is totally transitioning because I overheard him or her or they going to a doctor's appointment. They're on their way to the doctor's appointment. Because let me tell you what neighbors do. They go outside and they say, hey, honey, we're going to go to our trans appointment. I'm cutting my dick off. Let's go. Why are you stalling? That's what happened. How many times have you guys ever heard that type of a conversation that your neighbors had? I have never. Yeah. Ridic. One last time if you're just joining us.
Yeah, he was walking with him.
Were they holding hands?
Yeah, they were. So, yeah, they drove.
If they're holding hands, that means they're really close together. And so therefore, I do not have to yell at you that, hey, we got to get to my trans appointment. Dr. G, gonna get in this G. You know, come on. No, we're like this close. Like I'm holding your hand. And I'm talking to you. But this kid, okay.
Drove off in his car, the Dodge Challenger.
The time you saw them or this week?
It was about the time I saw them. So
It was about the time I saw them. What do you mean about the time I saw them? What are you talking about? All of this is lies. Every way that he's saying his sentences, this is 100% lies. You can tell. Because it was about the time that I saw them. What do you mean it was about the time I saw them? Like that sentence doesn't make sense. I hope everybody understands that. How many times did you see them?
I would say about 2 weeks ago.
And did they? So they looked like they were a couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was dressed all in black.
Yeah, definitely.
And you thought he was weird.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah.
What was weird about him?
Just the way he walked and just the way I've seen him, I've never seen really anybody dressed all in black with a mask on, and I thought that was just quite weird.
For those who've never seen the roommate, describe that person for us.
He did have freckles on his face. For the haircut, he did have, it was a weird haircut. I can't quite, it was kind of a mushroom shaped one. Yeah, he was, I would say he didn't come out much, but definitely a few other, like just a little bit at a time.
There's some published reports out there.
He didn't really come out much, but like just like a couple little time, little.
Would say he didn't come out much, but definitely a few other, like just a little bit at a time.
He's like Dylan. He's just peeking out the fucking door. What are you? What is he talking about? What? Oh my god. Can you imagine going to dinner with this dude? Hey honey, what'd you do today? God, I can only imagine. I just kind of did a little I came out a little bit, and then I just kind of did like, and then you called me and dude. Yeah, no.
There's some published reports out there that this individual, the roommate, may have been transitioning. Did that correlate with what you saw?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so he was going to have an operation to be to turn into a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think he's getting ready for that.
Sorry.
I think he's getting ready for that. What are you talking? How do you? I think he's getting ready for that. I think he was getting ready for that. What? Where? How do you know he was getting ready for that? What? He's only come out just a little bit. Like somebody needs grandma. Can you help?
In what way do you think that?
I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. It was about.
I remember them talking about a doctor's appointment. Oh my god, dude! Why doesn't anybody ask? Okay, are you transitioning? Are you gay? Do you hang out with them? But you have all this insight, and you've never talked to them in your life.
About 2 weeks ago, I would say.
And they were kissing.
Yeah.
Do you know where did you see them kissing?
Just coming out. I was riding with my bike, so I didn't see the whole thing. But
I was riding with
yeah.
my bike. Don't you usually ride
I
on your
saw
bike?
them.
And when did you hear
I was
them?
riding with my bike. He is totally lying. This is all lies. No, you ride on a bike. I was riding with my bike. Guys. Oh, hell. And then I heard them talking about the doctor's appointment.
That doctor's appointment.
I would say about the same time that they came out. So that one time, yeah.
And where were you standing for that?
I was just riding by here.
Okay.
So
And you were able to hear snippets of their conversation?
yeah.
But you were sure that they were a couple, but you have only seen them together once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, random guys don't hold hands, and definitely.
What do you mean random guys just don't hold hands? Why would you say they're random? These aren't like random people that you would just see that were walking down the street. Like these are people that you know live in that place together. So they're not randoms to each other. I mean, what a complete fucking clusterfuck of an interview.
Don't guess. So
Random people just.
I would have tried to stop him if I knew it was him, like before.
Well, my neighbor thinks I do porn videos for a living. Only if she knew.
I definitely do not like the fact that he was living close to me. It was covered with police tape, a ton of police cars. We had a guy sitting up on the hill with a sniper and SWAT trucks, and definitely a few helicopters and a drone as well.
What was going through your mind when you stepped
I
out and
was
saw
like,
that?
I was like, what is going on? And I asked the police officer, I'm like, did a killing happen here? They're like, I can't tell you. And so I called my grandma, found out that the guy that
Grams is going to come through. God forbid. Can't believe he didn't say he didn't look on the internet. Okay. So anybody that wants to believe that story, you're welcome to believe it, even though it makes absolutely no sense. But carry on. Grams knew. Grams knows all. Gotta love it. Okay, next up. Just wow. Wow. Let's see. What is let's see.
Was always
So this is him reading his acceptance speech. Or no, his acceptance letter to get into college, not his speech. Okay. And here's the girl that was a neighbor.
so Tyler was always kind of quieter since we were little, but not like quiet weird. He, since like kindergarten, was always confident to talk to teachers and stuff, and he had kind of an inner circle that loved him, and he always was able to speak to them, and always just his energy speaking to his friends and the way he treated people overall. I don't know. I think this is really unexpected. I didn't see it coming at all online, but he, since I met him growing up, was always a kind, respectable, genuine kid, the kind of student that teachers liked. And all this, I feel like, not just to me, but everyone else, has come really unexpected. He was always just like the type A student, the one that got stuff done on time, the one that always did his homework, admired by like adults, and always respected adults and peers and friends, authority figures, and everything like that.
I'm still wrapping my head around it. I really haven't fully processed it. It's like, as crazy, like when I first learned that he was shot, I was very surprised because that's here in Utah. And then this morning at work, I found out the suspect was detained here in St. George. And then later, like half an hour later at work, I learned that the suspect lived a block away from me. So that's really crazy to learn all this today.
Yeah.
I've lived here for about 8 or 9 years, and it's been a relatively like quiet and peaceful neighborhood. So it's really crazy that something like this would happen just a block away from me.
I mean, yeah, they grew up with guns. It's all over social media. Interesting that they're showing this picture on the right with this picture on the left, because that picture on the right is from like 4 years ago. So you're going to tell me, I mean, he's still wearing those shoes and they're in that type of condition? Then does he never leave the house? Because those shoes look like the same exact pair of shoes, but 4 years divided. You know, or separated, not divided. I mean, I guess I've done it before where I really loved a pair of shoes that were like so comfortable to like run in, work out in, and then I rebought after they were like, you know, worn down, I guess, but those were like a workout shoe, you know? So, people who get Converse get them over and over and over. Yeah. So that's what I don't think that's the same pair. I think that he probably bought them again from Journeys. All right. What else? There was another interview. What do you guys think about the TMZ stuff? TMZ, they said they were laughing at a recording from someone chasing somebody, What do you guys think?
Hear me okay this morning?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Tyler. How well did you know him?
Tyler went to the school I was a head custodian at. I was at that school for 18 years. I know all three of his brothers also.
And one thing I want to ask you, is this
I've
something,
known him-
I'm so sorry to cut you off. Is this something consistent with who you know him to be?
No, no, kid was smart, quiet. He never caused any problems.
Are you shocked by
It was
this?
a shock.
When's the last time you saw him?
Yes, I am shocked. Very shocked.
What can you tell him about us? I mean, excuse me. What can you tell us about Tyler Robinson? You said you've known him for quite some time, as well
What
as
can you
his
tell us
siblings.
about us?
Any kind of characteristics or anything that you could tell us and share about him?
You know what I know about Tyler is he was always very quiet. He was very smart. He had
smart.
Just a real mellow personality. Never caused any problems. He, like I said, he was smart and he kept to himself. And I don't know who his friends were as of now.
Is there any chatter in your neighborhood right now? I know you said you're shocked. Are neighbors having any conversation about Tyler?
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I haven't been out too much this morning. I've talked to a few people, but those people haven't lived here long enough. I've lived in the neighborhood for 16 years, just as long as they have. And I'm sure everybody in the neighborhood's shocked because most of these people have been here forever and know him as that kind of kid I did.
And has there been any activity at the family home this morning? We know there is a heavy police presence right now at Utah Valley University, but in your neighborhood, is it business as usual, pretty quiet, or is there an increased presence of law enforcement?
There's a little bit of law enforcement.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So so Tyler's car is there at his parents' house, right? So that either means that he drove over to his parents' house, right? Because the car is there. Or, I mean, how does his car end up there? If he drove back to his own condo, and I'm just shocked that I would think that as a parent, I would be driving to where my kid was. Hey, stay right there. I'm coming to you. I'm not having my kid drive, right? Hey, why don't you just drive on over and let's talk about it?
A lot of news. The neighbors are out walking just to see. Their house is quiet.
Just for the record, too, I have kids that live around me. I have no idea if these kids are smart. No idea. If you want me to talk about their grades, not a clue. Smart as in what? They don't run out in the middle of the street. They know to look both ways. That's weird to me about like the smart thing. Like so I'm curious of where the smart, why is that even being said as like, oh, he's, was really quiet. He's smart. What?
Quiet, but their house is always really kind of busy on the weekends and early in the morning when they leave for school and work.
And Kristen, before we let you go, talk to us about, have you been following the Charlie Kirk shooting, the murder here at Utah Valley University, as the rest of not only the
why don't you ask her? So when you saw that picture, did you think, oh my God, that's him? Ask a tough question.
State, but the nation, and then to find out this morning that in fact your neighbor Tyler Robinson was arrested in connection with this shooting. What are your thoughts?
Oh my God!
As we go,
why do you care about her thoughts? What do you think people are going to say? Those questions irk the living shit out of me. You just won a championship or you just lost a championship. How do you feel? Well, I feel great. You know, I just won. What do you mean? Like, so original. Ridiculous.
From Wednesday to where we're at now.
I did watch the press on the shooting pretty much all that day. My grandson happened to be at that rally.
Wow.
And then this morning, my son texted me and said, "Hey, this is Tyler Robinson that lives 3 doors down." And I'm like, no, it can't be. And it was. And it's shocking. That's not who's.
There you go. But they didn't even ask that question. She just offered it up. Right there it was. That's what I wanted to see. Right? Holy shit. No, it couldn't have been. What do you mean? Listen to that.
In our neighborhood, and I feel for his mom. I love Snotson. And then this morning, my son texted me and said, "Hey, this is Tyler Robinson that lives 3 doors down." And I'm like, no, it can't be. And it was. And it's shocking. That's not who's in our neighborhood. And I feel for his mom. I love Amber. She's a great mom, and he has a great dad.
And Kristen,
yeah, I you can see that there's definitely a lot of love. You know, they do things. So I'm questioning though. Did the kids say it was Tyler before the news broke that it was Tyler? You know, or is she saying?
did you see the images that police had released yesterday, that the FBI had released, the photos of the suspect? What were your impressions when you saw that and to where we're at this morning?
Yeah, did you recognize him? Did you say, hey, that's Tyler?
There you go. Okay, let me
see. Not in those pictures. I think he had covered his face well enough. But I mean, I have their family photo on my phone, their new one, and I would have not noticed that was him.
And Miss Kristen, I want to ask you this. You mentioned his mom, Amber, saying she's a great mom. You know, we know that Tyler right now is booked in the Utah County Jail. What message would you send to Tyler if you could say anything to him right now?
What social media were you on and what friends were you hanging around? Because I feel you can't come up with that on your own. I feel like there's some hate in this world and it shouldn't be that way. And you need to reconcile.
And when you...
Wow. What social media were you on? Who were you hanging out with? You know? Remember that saying, if somebody jumps off a bridge, doesn't mean you go and jump off the bridge.
You said your grandson, and make sure I'm saying this correctly, was at that rally at UVU. What goes through your mind when you think my grandson is there and my neighbor, you know, is a part of this, unfortunately, in a violent way?
Oh, I have mixed feelings. Mine is I rather it been, and this sounds sad, just him than a mass shooting.
Miss Kristen, thank you so much. We appreciate you for speaking with us this morning.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I want to make sure that you have...
That's the comment that you want to say? I could never imagine saying that, though. Like that, well, I don't think maybe she understood the question. Like, it could have been worse. It could have been a mass shooting, and it would have been Charlie and a bunch of other people. Okay? I'm glad that he just only shot one person. Maybe, maybe just came out bad. But I'm thinking that wouldn't be my thought. Yes, nothing further. You're probably like, okay, at least he didn't kill more people. Yeah, like that's kind of what I think. She doesn't mean it to say, because I think it just came out wrong. Okay. But wow. The question is what did you think about, like, your grandson was there at that rally, and then you find out that your neighbor, he was the shooter. Well, I guess it's gonna sound bad. I'm glad that it was just him. I would have asked questions like, have you seen guns around that house? Like, were they just like shooting beer cans out, you know? They were talk about guns a lot. Did you ever have any girlfriends, Tyler? Why didn't he go? He's so smart. Why did he stop going to college after the first semester when he got that full ride? Why does nobody want to answer that question? How would his parents be like, okay, wait, you're dropping out of school? Why? If you don't like it there, we can go to a different college. Or, no, Mom, I hate college. These fuckers are whack. I don't know. Man. But the neighbor says that, hey, he got into something, social media and whoever his new friends were. MoonTube says, I'm having real trouble trying to cover this. And I appreciate listening to you for a good path. This is crazy. Yeah, it's really sad. God, if it comes out that Tyler is a closet gay, it's going to be a whole damn thing. A closeted gay? Well, according to JLR, you need to check out their wardrobe. Gotta have some humor there. Did you see that kid's interview? I wouldn't trust him if I had a pet ant. Okay. Oh, Atlanta, I feel like you've teleported into my Australian mind. Oh, what I would kill for an Australian accent right now. Drop out with a full ride? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Drop out with full ride. He dropped out after the first semester. He went to college in 2021. And it's 2025. And I want to know how his charger got at his parents' house. I guess I just have different questions. Brian N confirmed the rumor. The rumor that what? Lana's the best? I bet he did. Is that right? All right. Next up. I think we're making some really good headwaves here tonight. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if there's any truth to a bunch of cars being in the area with out-of-state plates. That's what I want to know. You know, the neighbor. Let's see. Oh, they went on a trip in July.
After his father recognized him in photos released by the FBI, and his son admitted he was the gunman. Robinson's father asked him to turn himself in, but his son replied that he would rather kill himself. The father then convinced his son to speak with their youth minister, who called the FBI, and agents later took Robinson into custody. Only about 2 months earlier in July, Robinson's father painted a much different picture of family life with his son on social media, where he posted a video reel showing highlights from their Mexico trip together, in which Tyler was pictured happily showing off a fish he caught. Another video going viral reveals another proud moment for Tyler, this time in a video posted by his mother, in which he announces he had received a college scholarship.
Congratulations, you have been selected to receive the Resident Presidential Scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
In a statement, Utah State University, which is a different school from where the shooting took place, confirmed the suspect had briefly attended the university for 1 semester in 2021. Other pictures of the suspected killer that have emerged also feel.
See that? 1 semester. Get all straight A's, get that presidential scholarship, and go to school for 1 semester. Why? And then what were you doing instead? And I'm not saying it because, oh my God, everybody needs to go to college. Okay. I'm saying it because, well, Charlie was actually preaching what college was doing, okay, to kids. And so when I heard about this, I was like, wow, that's really ironic that this kid only goes to college for 1 semester. He gets this presidential scholarship. So he's giving up all this money to get his free education, right? And usually parents, okay, kids, they want to make their parents proud. And you would have to have some really heart to heart with I would think your mom and dad, especially his mom. I'm just paying attention to her social media and say, hey mom, I'm going to drop out. And then I thought about it. If college was allowing him to be his new self, which is I couldn't be gay at home, and now I get to have this boyfriend of mine, and we're get to do these things that I wasn't able to do at home. So then why would you want to drop out of college then? Because you're doing your new life, right? I was like, so when you spin the wheel and you look at all the different ways to go about it, it's just, it doesn't make sense. Who wouldn't want to be able to basically like live for free, not have any responsibilities? College is great for that. It truly is. All you got to do is get good grades, keep your scholarship, work part-time for your beer money. And everybody in college has another chance to reinvent themselves as well.
Almost chillingly normal, sharing a meal with his dad, grinning while riding in what appears to be a small plane, and seemingly enjoying a happy family life. The only photos which really stand out include one in which he appears to be dressed for Halloween in a Trump costume, and a number of others that point to an interest in various types of weapons. But how this young man went from this to this still remains a mystery.
Yeah. I think his mom's got to be in shock and horror. It's just. And then I'm not sure if you guys know this. Do you guys know a lot about Charlie's wife? Well, she was a basketball star for Regis. She also was Miss Arizona. You guys know about this? And I thought it was awesome. Miss Arizona 2012. And then this is the crowning. I felt like I was watching, what do you call it? Miss Congeniality.
Our 4th runner-up, Paradise Valley, Lexi Larcher.
4th runner-up. Just kidding.
The 3rd runner-up, South Phoenix, Tanya Mendez.
Tanya Harding. Look at how upset this one girl gets. She's a straight competitor.
Our second runner-up, North Scottsdale, Brittany Birdie.
Brittany Birdie. Here we go. Down to the final two.
And our final two, please come forward.
Watch the girl on the right.
The next name I will read is the first runner-up. The first runner-up is a very important position because in any event that the winner cannot fulfill her duties, including winning Miss USA, the first runner-up will take over.
Ready?
The first runner-up. Scottsdale, Caitlin Willenchik.
Look at how pissed she is.
Miss Arizona USA 2012.
Look at,
Erica
did you guys see that? She didn't even like look at.
Zona
Watch.
Scottsdale, Caitlin Willenchik.
Look
That
at.
means your
She
new
doesn't
Miss
even say
Arizona
like.
USA
She said
Scottsdale,
fuck.
Caitlin Willenchik.
Watch.
That means your new Miss Arizona USA 2012 is
She
Erica
doesn't even
Fontaine.
congratulate her. Oh my! I saw that last night. I was like, I am totally showing that. She totally says fuck. It's not what you're supposed to say, lady. Like, okay. And she didn't even congratulate her. She was salty as balls.
Your new Miss Arizona USA. Let's get that crown on her head.
Give her her crown. Anyways.
Congratulations, Erica Franzway, and happy birthday.
I love her story. Like, little baddie. And she claimed to be more of a conservative than Charlie in one of their things that I was watching. Anyways, I wanted to share that. Who likes to lose? I do not like to lose, but I'm definitely gonna have class, and I had these cameras on me. I'm definitely like gonna, yeah. She totally was. I bet you she got reamed out. Hey, little missy, get over here. Get over here. The cameras just caught you saying fuck, and you didn't even congratulate the damn winner. You're not coming back next year. You're never allowed here again. Oh, anyways, there you go. Let's see what else. I didn't realize they do fifth, fourth, third, like all these runner-ups. Like, geez, everybody gets a trophy. Even Miss Americas do. You are fired. David B. Did I miss it? Did you miss David B? Oh, yeah, it's at the beginning. David B. Yeah. David B's at the beginning. David B got fired for saying that Charlie is burning right now or something like that. And people reported him. And Scott Green's all pouting about it probably. So one last one I wanted to show you. David B got fired for what? It's at the beginning of the show. Last one before we call it our Sunday night bang. We're going to go out with a bang here. Okay. And where is it? Okay.
Yes, the shiny, sparkly hat.
What else are you doing to prepare for the contest?
You know, a lot of people are preparing for your evening wear and your swimsuit and then answering questions on stage and also in your interview. But to me, there's so much more preparing when it comes to being in the community and getting involved and meeting new people and really just being an ambassador for your state. That's what it's all about.
And we have some pictures of you doing some of your good work around the valley. Hopefully we can show them to you, but tell me about some of the stuff stuff you're doing?
Well, right now I'm really making a conscious effort to focus on our military. To me, they're one of the main reasons why I have the freedom of being Miss Arizona USA, and it's an honor to represent my state at its 100th birthday, but I'm making sure that I'm doing things in the community, getting out and helping people. I'm really active actually with my nonprofit called Everyday Heroes Like You. We're entering our 5th year, so I started it when I was 17, so I've been able to travel to the Pentagon, I've been able to meet General Salazar, who's actually out here in Arizona, and I've also been able to donate a Johnny's Locker to the Sojourner Center, which you're looking at right now.
Wow.
So there's been a lot of things that have been going on, from working in the military to traveling to just being able to get out there and
a lot of work,
support our state.
We're excited to hear about.
Dude, she is way more like Charlie than I ever knew. At age 17, she started her own nonprofit. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. See, when I research, I really research. I want to know things that probably other people don't. But how these two crossed paths, she was actually going in for a job. And he said, you know what? I can't hire you because I want to date you. You know, people would have been like, I'm going to hire her and date her. She's a great communicator, articulate, intelligent. But she was a go-getter from, like, you know, start. He did the same thing. They're totally on two different paths of the world.
And now we're going to be watching out for you in June.
Yes.
I mean, do I get to try your crown on?
Oh, please. It's all yours. Do you want me to crown?
Tram's over there going, no.
Do you want me to crown?
Yeah, please.
No.
Wow.
Perfect.
Now do the wave.
Yes.
Oh, it's so great.
Are you allowed to do that? Is that like a big party foul right there? So, but there you go. You guys rock. Rewind it back. Check it out. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Lana, has Charlie's parents spoken? If they've spoken, I haven't seen it yet. I did a lot of work the past 2 days on Sheldon's case. My back is killing me because I was like leaning over in a stupid way to do this work. Anyways, I would agree with this comment right here. Private account says, behind every successful man is always a very strong, successful woman. Behind everybody, there's always a woman. Yeah. But yep, we'll be back at it tomorrow morning. Join me. We are going to show you the Jared Bridegan crime scene body cams, okay? As well as interviews that haven't been released, the arrest of Mario, things that went on. This is the big case. It was supposed to go to trial this October, but the prosecution has some problems here, and they were unable to. There's a lot of mess going on with that case. So come back, catch up on. It is Shanna Gardner. She was married to Jared Bridegan. They're saying it's a murder for hire plot, and she was involved in it. And I think this isn't like the Adelson case due to a couple different reasons. But some people are calling it like the Adelson 2.0. Huge difference. Jose Baez is Shanna Gardner's attorney. So join me tomorrow morning, but a bunch of new body cam and interview information. So we'll start there. And yes, I will get you that address. Okay. Until next time, guys, thumbs it up, thumbs it down. You're going to have an opinion. You should have an opinion. Make yourself known. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Moderators, thank you. And we'll see you soon.